Hello and welcome to the Busy Webinar for today. We're talking about Google My Business today, so I'm very excited to have you with us. As we do each week, we'll jump through very quickly with this intro content. We'll talk a little bit about BizzyWeb, who we are, what we do, and then we're going to get right down to business with Google My Business, talk about what it is and how to get started, including how to get found, connect with customers, and manage your account. We'll get into a demo at the end of this, and then we're going to go right into Q&A. As a reminder for folks that are joining online, you are welcome to submit your questions via the Q&A app. We do have that live on this Google Hangout. And in order to join that, you're just going to want to click on the YouTube link in the embedded video. And as you look, for the folks that are live today, you will see the live button right on the video. If you click that live button, there's also a button there for Q&A, and you can enter your questions. The only caveat is that you do need to be registered on Google+ in order to ask a question. So hopefully you'll get that in. If you do have a question and you're feeling shy about Google+, you can just send in a note to sales@BizzyWeb.com, and that's right on my slide. Let's get right down to business and talk about what we do. BizzyWeb is an online marketing company that specializes in WordPress-powered web design that integrates social media seamlessly into your site. When you publish to a BizzyWeb-powered website, it'll automatically post on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+, and Pinterest if you so desire. That lets you give a broad reach and connect with folks where they spend their time so that you don't have to spend all of your time chasing all over the web. Of course, all of our websites are fully mobile responsive as well as fully search engine optimized to help you get found and get the business you need. When you integrate with social media, that can look like this. You'll have a Google+ page, followed by a Facebook page and a LinkedIn page and a Twitter page. You'll note that all of these accounts are cross-branded or branded to look identical or to have the same brand, and they also have all been recently updated because Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter have all announced big changes to the way things look. So if you haven't updated your Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter account recently, you're definitely going to want to take a look at that because your page has changed and your account probably looks a little funny. Let's get right into business with Google My Business. Google My Business was announced just last week, and it helps you get your business on Google and to consolidate all of your accounts. This has been a very, very popular theme for us and a lot of interest. We had an earlier seminar today at BizzyWeb's headquarters, and we had a full house, standing room only, in fact. So I'm very excited to have to be able to publish this for you. This is actually a replay of that event because the first one got a little goofy with the way Google+ was acting. So here we are again. If you want to get your business on Google and manage all of your content from one spot, Google My Business is the new cool way to do so, and it saves you a ton of time and effort. And I'll get to why. So what is Google My Business? Google My Business is a single place for everything that you do in Google, including all of your map postings, all of your images, all of your Google+ account holdings, your YouTube account, insights, reviews, you name it, it's on your page through your verified account. It makes it very easy to set up a new account if you've never done it before, as well as manage, consolidate, and update all of your accounts from one central spot. We'll get into how you can manage multiple pages in just a little bit, but as you go through, just know that it's easy to manage all of that from one central spot once you've created your business account on Google+, and if you haven't, it's really easy to set it up and to do so. The goal of all of this, of course, is to help your company get found, and here's how Google My Business can help you do all of those things. It helps you show up on the web, edit your maps, post things to Google+, share information, and cross-post across all of your devices from that central spot. This is a little bit different than how we do our cross-posting via the website, but all of Google+'s properties are, of course, fully responsive on mobile, and so if you publish to Google+, you're publishing in a mobile responsive environment on the biggest search engine in the world, and you're posting on something that they prefer. So as you do that, it's a great way to reach out and get found. It helps you to edit your knowledge panel. That's when you look up your business and when you find your company on Google. So for example, right here I've entered in BizzyWeb, And the knowledge panel is the item on the right-hand side of the screen there with the images and the map on it. You can see photos, look at reviews, check out the address, check out the hours, and see all of the general information for you in your knowledge panel. All of the details that are available right from the center of the Google My Business dashboard will allow you to edit all of that information all the way down to dragging around your map location. And it's an easy drag and drop interface for maps. You just need to log into this Google My Business and then click on the edit window. When you get in there, you can edit your street address. As for example, we moved from our former location to our brand new amazing headquarters. When we did that, I just had to enter in 11190 Commerce Drive North in Champlin and update that information. Clicked update. It didn't change the PIN, and so I had to drag the PIN around. But now, if you'll note, I can actually pinpoint where my PIN goes, so it's actually pointing to the correct side of the building in the 3D model since Google Plus or since Google Maps have updated recently with business and building information. Very, very powerful stuff, and a lot of BizzyWeb's clients have had issues with this on the past where their PIN has showed up on the wrong side of the freeway or it's in an entirely different location than it should be. This is a new and very easy interface to help you move that around. It was possible before, but you had to click about 17 different places in order to get it set up. Now you just go into Google My Business, click on your location, and change the tab. Very, very simple. It also makes it very easy for you to add images and interact quickly and easily with your clients and prospects. You'll see right here at the top that there's a section to add photos now. That'll add that right to your information tab, that section that I just covered before. So when you browse that in, you'll see that we have 3 additional images in addition to the 2 that you can see. I would recommend around 5 as a good option. You don't want to load in dozens, and there's actually an upper limit. I believe it is a dozen, but as you publish things up, make sure that you're representing your brand, your company, and what you do inside of all of this. Note that there's a button to add photos. There's also a button to add a virtual tour. That, however, is a paid option through one of Google's connections, one of their affiliate partners. So this is going to cost you a little bit of money. For example, in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, there looks like there's about 7 or 8 folks that'll do virtual tours. And I think what they do is they just give them one of those Google beach balls, the Google Places or the Google Maps beach balls, and they take 3D pictures of your company. So you have to get that set up, have to do it, but for most folks, you're not going to need a virtual tour, especially if you're handy with a camera. BizzyWeb came up with a very nice virtual tour on our own of our location just using that information. When you're in here, when you click this edit button, that's the way you'll get into the edit of the map information and all the other details, and helps you get into exactly what you need right away. This little gear will help you, or is a shortcut to create a new page or manage your other pages, and you can always go back to the center or go back to this page by just clicking My Business, and I'll get into that when we do our brief tour. In Google My Business, you can also easily connect with your customers. That's through sharing images, adding and following your people, and responding and integrating with customer feedback. One of the interesting things about Google My Business is that it has your insights, your reviews, and your analytics all in one page now, so you don't have to go to 3 different Google properties in order to see the information and to find what people are saying about you. When you get that done and when you link into that, it makes it very, very simple to know exactly what people are saying and respond to them quickly and easily. And it's important, especially when you see negative reviews or less than positive reviews, to answer those reviews right away, help out the people that are responding. Perhaps they had an issue with one of your employees, or perhaps they just had a bad day. A lot of times people just want to be heard. The best thing that you can do is simply take that conversation offline, connect with them directly, see what you can do to help, or at least just to listen, and then if you've been able to resolve the issue appropriately, just ask them to change their review. It's very easy to do, and when you're in Google's My Business page, or when people visit your information panel or your knowledge panel on your Google page, they'll be able to click and change their review very simply now. There was a whole bunch of stuff, by the way, announced today at the Google I/O conference, and I'm going to be covering that in a future Buzz Builders. There's all kinds of fun new stuff that's available. Once you get in there as well, you can now share with your followers from this dashboard. You don't have to go to all these different places. You can just share what's new via Google+. You can share text, photos, links, video, and publish events right from the central pane in Google My Business. You can add those links and updates. I actually did it right before our webinar earlier today, and it's just like going into Google+, but you don't have to go into your page. It's all from one central spot. You can also look at your insights and reviews. Insights is what's happening for you on Google. Reviews is what's happening both inside Google and outside. It hasn't quite caught up yet because I have a number of reviews on Google as well as other places. And the stuff that's showing up here, there's 4 reviews that it says are on here, but it can't find any of them. And I have several reviews on Facebook, LinkedIn, via Twitter and other places, so I know that it just hasn't caught up yet. To manage your account, you just go into the account and click on what you need to do. As I mentioned before, the Google My Business tab is the place that you go in to edit all of those sections. If you go into your Google Plus account, log in with your Google account, you'll see all of this stuff from your business page. Once you're inside of that page, you can browse to other pages or connect up with other folks. The goal is to manage all of this and to review it, and it's all in one spot now, so you don't have to visit 6 or 7 different places. All the way down to your YouTube channel, you can now log right into that channel and publish and edit your videos on the fly right from Google My Business. It's very, very simple and slick. There's a spot for everything, including the ability to browse and navigate your information right from your iOS or Android device. You can look at your insights, your reviews, and respond to those information tidbits right from your mobile device without having to go into Google My Business. This is something that has also been sorely, sorely needed and is super, super exciting for folks that have to manage business information like BizzyWeb does. To set it up, it's very simple. You just go into google.com/business or Google My Business. You'll get right into it. There's a big sign-in button that says Get on Google. If you're already in a Google account or if you already have a Google account, it'll ask you to sign in, and that'll be the easiest way to set up a business page for yourself. If you've never done that before, you're in luck because this is probably the most simple and streamlined way to get onto Google and to set up your accounts correctly. Just click the big blue Get on Google button, and you're off to the races. It's very, very simple. You're going to, from there, search for your business and select. For example, I've searched for BizzyWeb right here, and it's giving me the options. Of course, we show up on top. There's a couple in the Netherlands, which is very interesting, but we're the one in the US, and so we fill that out. And then if you're a different business type than a local business, than someone that has a storefront, you can change that through a one-click interface right on that page. It's right over on the right. It's right beyond the screen grab on this link, but I can choose whether I'm a storefront, service area, or brand. If you have a service area, if you're a plumber, if you're a lawn service, this makes it very easy to just set what that service area is. If you're a brand, you can just set that up and publish. And if you have multiple locations, there's a spot right here where it says Google My Business Locations. One editing note here, or one minor note here, you may be familiar with Google Plus Local, which was formerly Google Places. Both of those have been subsumed now by Google My Business and through this simple interface. It makes life much easier for you, and hallelujah, they've actually branded it beyond Google Places now. Even when it was Google Plus Local, it was still labeled as Google Places, which was very confusing for customers. Talked about bulk updating at locations, but in the last slide, there's a tool now that lets you manage all of those locations in one spot. If you do have errors on your page, it'll prompt you to download the CSV before you exit, and I did have one on here for this particular account, so very interesting and helpful to be able to change that. There's a one-click button to click the download, and sure enough, I got a CSV of that file, so I know what accounts are having issues, so I can go back into it later. But you can look at errors in data formatting, opening hours, missing a store code if they've never been verified, or if there are duplicate entries. And I deleted a BizzyWeb account a couple weeks ago, and now it's back from the dead for some reason. So very, very interesting and crazy. So as it goes forward, that's pretty fun and works really well for us, I think. So as you look at it, now it's time to dip into a quick demo of Google My Business. And so I'm going to stop sharing for just a moment here, go back over to the account, and then I'll just show you what Google My Business looks like. This is going to be very brief, as we don't have a whole lot to go through. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but just to show you how truly easy this is, just switching my screen share back over to my browser. And I do see a couple of folks have jumped on and said hello. We see someone from Russia is on, so thank you very much. Nice to meet you all, and thank you for joining. If you do have any questions about Google My Business, let me know, and I'll be glad to help you out. Again, when you're in Google My Business, you're just going to go to your normal Google account, and then once you've gone to, for example, google.com/+BizzyWeb, you'll see your posts and your information. And you'll notice in the upper left now that there's a little local button, and you can actually go into My Business now from this section. So actually I'm going to go over here, and it looks like some of the new changes that they announced on Google Plus or on Google I/O are coming to fruition. As a quick shortcut, I'm just going to go to Google My Business. And now that I'm in Google My Business, it's google.com/getbusiness, and I'm going to simply sign in to get into my account. It knows what my pages are, and so I'm just going to browse to my pages, and I'm going to want to hang out on my page, and I'm just going to click Manage this page. Very, very simple. And so I'll look through here, and this is where my business is located now. Now I can browse through the rest of my information, my Google Plus page, look at my photos, into my communities and settings. If I want to edit my personal information, my contact info, my operating hours, my URL or my pages, I can go into here. I can add my photos, or I can review my photos just by clicking on them. And so this is going to take me into that imagery, so I can browse. This is images of our location, our headquarters, and I can upload more information as I go. And you can either upload more, or in my case, I'm just going to cancel. And then when I get in here as well, this is my information. So this is where I can go in to edit my location. It gives you handy tips as you browse over this, and until you're all the way up to date, you'll see a progress bar that'll bring you up. Of course, I'm 100% completed because I filled out all my info. If I needed to change my map, I could simply click on that. It'd give me my address. I can click on here again. I can click Edit Marker Location right here. And so if I click this Edit Marker Location, then I'm going to zoom in to where I need to go, and I can pinpoint exactly where I want to be. So as I browse down here, this is BizzyWeb's headquarters right there. And so I'm going to keep zooming in. And once you get down to a certain level, at least in Minneapolis here, we actually have all of our buildings preloaded. So there's the front door of BizzyWeb's office right there. And when you get into it in Google Maps, there's actually a really nice map that's been loaded up, or a street view map that's been loaded up. Unfortunately, it doesn't have our sign on the front yet because we're just in the middle of getting that. But very simple. If I wanted to move this, I could simply drag that pin around to wherever I needed to go. And it doesn't update your address text, but it updates where that pin lands. This is incredibly helpful for people that are having problems with finding their information or getting found via Google Maps. Now you finally have one spot where you can edit all of your information from one location. Super, super helpful. And as we go, I'm going to click Cancel again now. And you can edit your category, you can edit your hours, your map and search photos. You can edit all of that stuff up. And as soon as you're done editing, you click Done. Note, if you do have duplicate pages, you can click Delete this page, or you can view your business through this section right down here. There's some handy FAQs that are up here, so check those out. And again, from this little gear, you can create a new page, you can view all your pages, look at your settings, or get feedback. I'm just going to navigate back to My Business, and then scrolling down, you can make simple posts right to your Google Plus page right from this section. You just need to click, select text, photos, link, video, or event, and it'll pop into your Google Plus account. Your insights, this again is Google's insights for your company. So this isn't your Google Analytics, this is your insights on what's happening. We have just over 1,000 views for today, or for the last 30 days, bumped up a little bit over the last, even earlier today. So glad to see that folks are looking at us. We have some new followers, which is also awesome. And you can view those insights in detail by simply clicking on this link. So you can see what goes on in here, check out your total views, check out when the days are, and look at everything there. And once you have more than 200 followers or 200 clicks, then you'll get more information. So it says right here, actually, at the bottom of one of these for engagement, I believe, that you need more than 200 folks to get on. And so, or it must be an audience. Let's see, I think there it is. Yep, you need at least 200 followers to get followers by country and gender and age. So very handy. That's another reason to keep going on Google My Business. So for everyone that hasn't followed us, would encourage you to check us out. We have 100, so we need to get one more or 100 more, which should be pretty darn easy to do. I noted before that you can add photos and get a virtual tour. You can pay for a virtual tour, but you're going to be going through an authorized Google provider for that. Insights, reviews. Again, you can manage your reviews. You can see what's happening around the web. Your Google rating and your review on Google. Looks like we have one review on Google, which is awesome. So things are starting to catch up. Jamie is on here, and I can review this. So Jamie actually attended our event today, so I'm extremely excited that she attended and reviewed us from here. And then it says, even though it said that I had a 4, it says I have no reviews from around the web. I have a bunch of reviews on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Foursquare, Yelp, all that stuff. So Google hasn't quite caught up yet. Analytics I can load in here as well. Very few reviews and ratings. So once you get more of that, it'll show you some more detail. For now, again, I'm going to go back to the main part. And then Google Analytics. You can go into your Google Analytics account here and browse all of that information, and you can see what you're getting, as well as browsing your YouTube channel and your subscriptions. If you don't have any of these, it gives you a simple box and tells you how to set it up. So again, it's one central place to do everything you need to do in Google. This is extremely fun and exciting. If you haven't tried it out, I would strongly encourage you to go ahead and give it a shot. And I'm going to switch over now that we're done with our brief tour back to the presentation to wrap everything up. So in summary then, wait for everything to catch up. In summary, BizzyWeb offers web design, and we offer our web design from a place of social media and search engine integration. We build our websites to get you found and to turn around what you need to get out of your website inside of 10 seconds. If your website doesn't give people what they need in 10 seconds, you need to revisit your website's design. As well, we make all of our designs mobile responsive, and we build our sites to help you get leads and grow your business. That's what really matters, and we help our clients generate buzz without getting stung. We also bridge that into hosting, where our hosting includes 3 hours of personalized support for WordPress websites. We do security hardening, malware scanning, and we include training all the way down to a video on how to use your own website that's embedded on the back end of your personal site. We do regular backups to allow you to roll back your site in case something happens, and it's happened before for our clients, so it's very important to check that out, as well as including software and plugin updates to keep your site secure and working perfectly. We build those websites for social media content, do social media integration and monitoring, search engine optimization and marketing with Google AdWords and other campaigns, web hosting, as well as speaking and consulting on strategy. If you have an event that you'd like to have BizzyWeb speak at, I would love to hear from you. Even if you're in Russia, I would love to come on out and check you out, especially if you're paying the bill. Join us every Wednesday. We're going to go through these BizzyWebinars. We have about a half hour each week that we dedicate towards some sort of online training on what's new and amazing in the world of online marketing. And then the second half is usually open Q&A and tech support for our clients. We do these in person and online, and so this is the re-recording of the online version. Finally, request a buzz report if you're interested or curious about how to grow your own business. Just go to BizzyWeb.com/buzz, B-U-Z-Z, and fill out the information in the online form to have us look at your website, your search engine optimization, your online marketing and social media, and to give you information and details on how you can grow your business using the web. You can take that to your current provider, or of course, we hope you'd work with us. I, again, am Dave Meyer with BizzyWeb. Delighted that you've joined me here today, and thank you for checking out this recording. And thanks for the folks that have attended from all over the place. Looks like we had someone in a Spanish-speaking nation, as well as someone from Russia. So very cool, and thank you all very much for joining. I, again, am Dave Meyer with BizzyWeb, reminding you that BizzyWeb helps you generate buzz without getting stung. Have a great week. We're talking about email marketing next Wednesday. Thank you very much, and talk to you then. Bye.